Hi, I'm Claire and this is my very first Tuesday Talks. If you'd like to know more about the group, I'll put a link to that in the description box below. It's on Goodreads and everyone's invited to participate. This week we are talking about advanced review copies, ARCs, and their pros and cons. Now, the most obvious thing that is amazing about ARCs is that you get a free book, and there's not really a drawback there. You also get that book early because it's an advanced review copy, and if you've been waiting for that book and you're so excited to get it, then that's another great positive. You can get ARCs from places like NetGalley, which is a website where you can view all the books that are available for request, and then you click on one of them and you say, oh, I'd love to read that, and then they can decide to give it to you or not. So for me, if they say, nah, you can't have it, I always feel a bit bad about it. So that's a bit of a con, exposing yourself to rejection. But of course, when they give it to you, that's always a great feeling as well. So it kind of cancels itself out. One of the things that's good about NetGalley is that you can discover new authors and new books that you wouldn't otherwise know about. It doesn't always have the biggest titles, but it does still have really, really cool books. I got an advanced copy of Uprooted by Naomi Novik, which I absolutely am in love with at the moment. This is not it, obviously. I bought this with my money because this hardback is the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen in my life. If you get an electronic copy and you don't think it's as nice as the finished one, that can be a bit of a drawback. For me, I still prefer the physical copy, and this one in particular is beautiful, so I was never going to not buy this. You can also get physical copies of books to review, but in my experience they're a little bit more difficult to get. I'm on a newsletter from a publicist at a major science fiction and fantasy publisher. Every so often I get these emails going, we are publishing these amazing books, list of 3 amazing books, would you like to review one of them? And if you email with, yes please, me, and you don't have a very big audience, they tend to not give it to you, because an advanced review copy is an investment that the publisher is making, and it's not something that is, you know, a product that they will make a profit on. It's something that they give to you for free because they want buzz. So if you're a small channel like I am, it's just a bit difficult to kind of get that. I know from watching book hauls from a lot of other much bigger YouTube channels that if you have that bigger audience, you tend to get sent unsolicited copies for review in the mail by publishers. I guess that could also present certain problems, like getting books that you don't want or having too many books, if that's a thing. From my perspective, that's obviously one of those good problems. The only review copies that I ever get are copies that I have personally requested on NetGalley, and in that case, when that happens, for me, I feel a really big weight of expectation that I'm going to produce a review, I'm going to read the book, and I'm going to make a review in a timely way. I guess some people might feel pressure to give a positive review. I don't, because I understand the value of creating word of mouth and creating buzz by making a review, even if it's not completely glowing. I wouldn't personally give a scathing review publicly just because I like my channel to be positive. But at the same time, I think it's important not only to be honest in reviews, but also to be detailed and critical and have put a lot of thought into what you're going to say. For me personally, it takes a lot of time to do a review. It's a lot of work. And so I find that requesting ARCs, even though it's really cool because I get a free book early, it can be a little bit of a constraint. Just because I'm very much of a mood reader. I had been waiting for Uprooted for so long. I've been so excited about it, and when I got the review copy on my Kindle, I read like 3 pages of it, and then I kind of stopped reading because I was in a bit of a reading slump at the time, and the only way that I could get myself out of that was to read a whole lot of graphic novels and not like an enormous book. So this means I was given this great opportunity to review a book that I was really enthusiastic about, and I really couldn't do that in time for my review to come out at the same time as the book. For instance, this book has now been out for like a month or something, and everybody's raving about it, and now I've started reading it and it's absolutely fantastic and I love it. But I also feel like it was an arc. I should have done it before. So for me, it's kind of a double-edged sword situation. I like getting arcs, but I really don't like the feeling that reading this book is a bit of a chore. Particularly not when it's a book that I've been so excited for so long. I don't want to resent it. I already do a lot of stuff outside of my work that are time-consuming, like writing and filming video. Reading is the thing that is, for me, completely a hobby and doesn't feel like a chore. And you know what? It's not like I'm going to run out of books to read because I haven't read a whole lot of these guys. So for now, I've stopped requesting arcs on NetGalley. I feel like my channel isn't really big enough that I can justify, oh yeah, I did this review for you, but it was like 3 weeks late. So that was my take on the pros and cons of advanced review copies. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree with anything that I've said. I know it's a bit of a weird position to be taking, but here goes. That's just how I see things. If you'd like to see more from me, check out my latest writing vlog in the sidebar, as well as the Unpopular Opinions book tag. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button for more videos from me every week. I've been Claire, thanks so much for watching, and see you soon.